While coding, Claude Code might suddenly reach its capacity or maximum processing limit. This is the biggest letdown here. I will demonstrate how to perform unrestricted vibe coding or natural language programming while obtaining free usage credits for the Claude Code tool. We have now reached the Claude web interface. Scroll, moving the page down, reveals the pricing plans. We have the $17 budget unit, the $100 mid-range option, and the $200 flagship model. This budget fragrance lacks any lasting power. You will earn back your initial investment after finishing just a few coding tasks. Yet the $200 price remains a significant expense for any student or novice developer just starting to write code. I will now explain several effective methods for acquiring additional Claude usage credits. First, notice the Claude Code Hackathon, an online coding competition running from February 10th through 16th. Next, notice Build India, Entropic, and Replit, which operate from India. Next is Claude Builder Club, featuring these previous hackathon coding events. Next, I researched autonomous agents, or self-running AI programs, instead of Claude Code. Aider, I've located one. This version is superior because two specific requirements are essential for programming within the text-based command terminal. We use an LLM language model and an autonomous software agent. Aider acts as an agent, needing a separate language model to process instructions. I will also explain the steps for downloading that standalone model. To begin, launch PowerShell, your command line interface, so we can install the Aider tool. If you see this red error blocking execution policies, security rules for scripts, run this command to allow the system to proceed. Find the full technical specifications in the description below. I have prepared a text file, essentially a simple document, containing the exact commands or instructions we need. To begin, let's create a separate directory, or folder. I created this directory, or folder, called Aider. Next, install UV, a high-speed package manager that resolves your project's software dependencies with remarkable efficiency. These packages, or software tools, execute Python code quickly. The UV setup is complete. Next, run the Python module command using UV, a fast installer, to force install the latest version of Aider Chat. This step installs the most recent Aider version. Since I forgot the Python command to start the code, an error occurred, so I am relaunching the script. Next, run the Python command to force a clean installation of the newest Aider Chat. This installs all dependencies or necessary files. The system finished installing every software dependency. Next, assign a model or digital brain to finish the setup. To begin, let's source a no-cost base model. NVIDIA provides various open-source models, meaning free public software, on their platform. Next, we'll navigate to NVIDIA Build. To begin, just log in with your account credentials. Next, navigate down and select the full list. Observe the AI models, or smart programs, stored on NVIDIA's platform, including specific versions like Kimi K 2.5 and GLM 4.7. These models, or AI programs, match the Opus 4.5 benchmark. Check this benchmark, a performance test, comparing Opus against open-source models, which are programs with public code. Let's examine the Opus 4.5 and Kimi K 2.5 models. We are selecting Kimi 2.5, which ranks just underneath the flagship Opus models tier. First open View Code. Then select Generate API Key. Notice how you generate a new API key, a unique identification code, then copy it. Next, paste the content into your CMD command prompt using this alternative structure. Let's zoom or magnify here. Next, format your NVIDIA API key as an environment variable, which is a secure system shortcut, using the $env: syntax. Then, grab your API key. Next, set the encoding, the file format, to ASCII. Check the description, the information box, for details later, but for now, simply press the Enter key. Since the model, the AI's brain, is set, let's launch Aider now. Next, I am inputting the Aider command using --model for NVIDIA/Moonshot AI/Kimi K 2.5. The software is now active locally. First, let's set up a GitHub repository. Initialize the GitHub repository, your online project, by pressing Y and Enter. The repository is now successfully initialized. Let's assign it a specific command. To start, I'll enter a prompt, a specific instruction, to build a site locating free Claude credits, or usage tokens, which serves as an ideal benchmark to evaluate this software's coding performance. To verify this autonomous agent, an independent software program is functioning correctly, I will assign a simple command: avoid sharing private files, or SSH keys, your secure login codes, with these open source models, as your information could be monitored externally. It handles your everyday tasks. After submitting the input, or data, processing began. Initially, the AI performs inference, or thinking. So let's observe the process. Let's review the output once this script finishes executing. Notice the AI agent writing the program's source code. This functions much like Claude Code. Rest assured, there is no cost. NVIDIA handles the hosting or remote storage for this model, keeping your private data completely secure. I suggest restricting permissions, which are access rights, so the program cannot reach your personal data or system. You can also choose between various models like GLM 4.7, Minimax, DeepSeek V3, or many other versions. Observe this standard API key structure. Observe this NVIDIA API key, which functions as your unique password. First, type this command, a text instruction, to load the model or AI brain for your autonomous agent. Ask AI tools like Gemini or ChatGPT to generate alternative commands, which are text instructions for Linux or Mac OS. Notice the agent writing source code or instructions. We can finally observe the results, and everything is functioning smoothly. This software generated many new files. Notice how it generated the entire codebase or programming instructions. Once the files are generated, use this method to obtain your API keys or digital access codes for free. Next, we will explore various AI agents or automated assistants instead of relying solely on Aider. Moving forward, our second tool today is OpenHands. OpenHands operates much like Aider does. It's an SDK, or toolkit. Code is another AI coding assistant similar to Aider. I favor Aider because it outperforms all the others. This tool mirrors the Claude coding environment perfectly. Allow the AI agent to finish its task. Every file is now ready. That wraps things up. Next, we will view the Hackathon website, a digital platform where people collaborate on coding projects. In a moment, I will share a video showing the code we built using Aider, an AI-powered programming tool. This link leads to the Cerebral Valley Hackathon, a collaborative coding marathon. Enroll here once you are whitelisted, meaning approved. They perform vetting, careful background checks, before selecting. The registration window is open from February 10th through the 16th. Securing a victory grants you 1 lakh credits, meaning 100,000 units of free virtual currency. Next, let's discuss how to use Claude Opus 4.5 without paying. Try using the anti-gravity feature. Although Opus 4.6 and Codex 5.2 have launched, these high-end models are advanced premium systems for specialized use. Additionally, their API software bridge is expensive, mainly Opus 4.6. Anti-gravity provides free access to the Opus 4.5 model within standard daily usage caps. You have significant headroom, meaning extra capacity, because these maximum thresholds are quite high. Next, notice the agent, our autonomous program, still processing.
One eternity later.
Let's examine the finished output from our Claude Code Free Credits Finder agent, a custom script that automates locating trial usage balances.